The party is jumping. It is lit. Now, mind you, Tina drinked, she done smoked. They got pills out on the table, the music bumping, more people rolling up. And you know what I'm saying? We got, you know what I'm saying? Tracy, she just looking at me. She's staring at me. And like if I was a snack, you could tell that this girl wanted me. So I look over at Nikki. Nikki was like in the corner, but kind of like, I ain't know why she didn't want to come close to me. But I was over there like trying to prepare to roll up too. So I see her, Nikki, look at me now. She's over there by the the back door, but it's a slide door that you can go out in the back. It was beautiful out there. You'll go into a beautiful back where it's like a beautiful trees. You go deep into the little wood trees. You got a little lake there or a creek or whatever. So it was nice, right? So she just like, so I like a girl like that. I like a girl that can kind of check me in a moment, maybe even smack me. You know what I'm saying? That might make me want to. I like a girl that can work. Don't beat me, but like work up a little attitude, maybe smack me, mush me a little bit. You know, I like show me you can hold your ground, kinda. So I walk over. I'm like, what's wrong? So she like, come in. She grabbed me by the shirt, turned me on. I'm like, what you doing? She like, let's go. So she trying to pull a door, but the slide in back door is locked. So everybody looking, music bumping. So, you know what I'm saying? Tracy, she like, hey, is everything good? You need to get out the door. So she looking like puzzled because me, Nikki, T, and Jamie, we all came in together. You know, we all came in together. So nobody, that's all our first time meeting. So people don't know if somebody dating somebody. Nobody knows that. So boom, she slides the door open. So Nikki like, now. So she grabbed me. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Right? She like, she all in your face. I'm like, no, she not. She like, I see her looking at you. I'm like, I'm not looking at her though. She like, you like that? I'm like, no, I don't. So she grabbed me. She like, Roshan. I'm like, what? She like, you like her? I'm like, I don't, babe, are you serious? I don't know her. I'm like, I'm not even looking at her like that. I'm like, that ain't even my type. She like, mm-hmm. So she like, give me a kiss. I miss your lips. So we kissing out in the back. So she like, come in. So we go down like the little hill, and it's like number trees, right? So when you get down there, it's like a little table with like two sides of a bench area, but it's a table you can sit there. So I'm leaning back on the thing. So she like bending over like, and I don't know, turking, juking, but she like throwing it like, and I'm like, stop. You're just gonna keep doing that. I'm like, stop. So I grab her by hips, boom. When I grab her by hips, I'm like, stop playing with me. So she, boom, she upping it on me. I'm like, so she turned around, she get the kiss in my neck. I knew it was over. I'm like, I ain't got no condom. Like, I ain't got no. So she like, we don't need one. Let's have a baby. We're young. Let's have a what? No. And I wasn't at the time. I wasn't doing. I was like, my mama would nail me to the coffin. I would be the one that's nailed on that cross. Now that's just taking it. No, I know we in the moment, but I ain't that crazy. So boom, we end up walking to the gas station. I buy a condom or whatever. Boom, we in the woods doing it, right? So she tells me like, don't put the condom on just yet. I'm like, all right. So boom, we laying on like on the hill, and we just like doing it, right? And I'm like, you know, just like I'm trying to do like one of those, like the heavy pumps that just so we can hurry up and get in the crib, right? So I'm like, I'm the type that if it's so good, I won't tell you when I'm about to, but you will hear me moaning. You should listen to the weakness. So I'm like, all right. So boom, I look at her, but I could tell she in the zone. And so she like, daddy, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like she telling me to, you know, she telling me to have that moment. So she telling me to do it. So I'm like, I felt it. So I hurried up and I moved her. And because the Jimmy was already, you know what I'm saying? The condom was already out already. So I try to hurry up, put it on. But it was still like doing its own thing down there. So I'm like, oh my God. Like, so I had got a icy hot condom. Right. So, you know, that's a good sensation. I don't know. Like for my people that know about the icy hot, you know, so boom, we having a moment. Boom. It was fast. I don't know if it was the icy hot that did it, that finished it off, or it was really her, but it was a woo. Right. So I'm like, oh my God. So She like, yeah, you're mine. I'm like, I'm yours. She's like, okay, come on. So boom, we start walking up the hill. Now, Jamie and them, they all out in the back. And they like chiefing walking out. They like, and we coming up out the bush. They're like, what y'all was doing? We like, nah, we went down there to go see what was down there. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, yeah, it ain't safe down there. Woo, woo. We come back in. So T so amped, so thirsty to take the pill. She takes the Bart. Whole pill. We witness her. So boom, Nikki like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So boom, she go to the bathroom. Tracy is looking at me. I'm talking about she. So I'm like, y'all, let me put me a drink. So she come over there, she like, I'll do it. So she grabbed my hand. I'm like, oh, okay. So she like, tell me when to stop. So she was pouring. Wasn't even looking at the cup. Pouring it, looking at me. I'm like, oh, that's enough. So boom, she gave me the cup, right? I got the cup. So she like, that's your little girlfriend? I'm like, yeah, that's my girl. She like, she know what to do with all that. Like, yeah. I'm like, T, your boo. I'm like, how you meet T? She like, T not my boo. I met T off the internet. When she said the internet, girl, you got me over here with somebody you met off. What about the Craigslist killer? You got me over somebody else that you met off the internet. So I swear to God, I didn't break a sweat. But in the inside, I was like, what? I was like, oh, yeah. She like, yeah, we met off this app off the internet. I was like, yeah. She like, yeah, you know, we did it a couple of times, but she like, she too clingy, this and that. And she like, I want to explore my options till I find the right one. So I'm like, yeah, I get it. So she like, well, you don't like big girls? I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, I like thick. Like, big girls, I never like, but thick. And then a snicker, yeah. You know, a little, I like a little cushion in, you know what I'm saying? Depending on, like, is you thick in the right areas and, like, how toned you are. So I'm just like, you know, yeah, I like thick girls. I'm like, I like them thick like a snicker. So she was like, because Nikki was thick. So she like, okay. So all of a sudden you look over, you see T like, yo, it's hot. So she takes off her shirt. So I'm like, now this girl got a purple bra on. You a whole stud. You need to stop wearing this. So she like, whoo, it's hot, y'all. So they like, yeah, you sweat. I'm like, she sweating. No, I ain't see her sweating. So you got Tracy. She's still talking to me. She like, I'll have fun with you. I'm like, I don't think my girlfriend will like that. She like, do she gotta really know? And so she like, I'm a nurse. I know how to doctor you right up. I'm like, She like, you want to see my room again? I'm like, no. Now, mind you, when I walked upstairs, right, to use the first bathroom, I didn't see her room, right? But I just saw a little bit. And it like a swing set in there. I'm like, no. She like, I think you want to see my room because she came right behind me. I'm like, if you want to show me. So, boom, she took me to her room. And all her room, all the stuff she had, like oil, whips. All right, she like, yeah, at night. She like, that's when I like to be bad the most. So she bent over on her bed. Nikki comes out the bathroom. Now it's 2 bathrooms in there. It's 2 bathrooms. So Nikki comes out the bathroom. I hear her because she like, okay, I'll call you right back, Beth. I heard her. So I'm like, hey, that's my girl. So she like, okay. She goes right behind Nikki. I'm in the room still, so I wait patiently. Boom, I go in the bathroom and I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I gotta get it together. So as I'm coming downstairs, I see T. She's having a moment like, she yelling, she all on the table. They like, yo, get down. She just having a moment. So Nikki look at me. She like, where you was at? I'm like, I went to use it. She like, upstairs? I'm like, yeah. She like, how did I miss you? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I waited for you. She like, I love you. I'm like, I love you too. She like, you promise? I'm like, I promise. She like, I'm like, she like, you gonna give me some more? I'm like, maybe. All of a sudden, the door swing open. T is running. We in a first off, this is a good complex. Okay, this complex is quiet. Got mixed breezes, people with money that live in this complex. You can tell. Okay, this girl ran out the door. Now, mind, she went out there with just she had her shirt off. She took her pants off. I guess the pill was kicking in, full press and charging it. She pulls down her pants and she was breaking running. So Jamie like, Tamika, come on, come back. What are you doing? So she running. We all running behind this girl. So when you come out the complex, you're coming into just a one-way busy street, right? But it's a light to stop everything. So it's a red light. So this is why it's very important to always keep your doors locked. Even if you by yourself and you're just driving up, I don't care, keep your doors locked at all times. Even if you're parked. You park and you're in front and you just in the phone, keep your doors locked. My house know the rules. Keep that car door locked. Man, this girl was naked with panties and a bra on. Opened up a random person door, dived in a car, right? They in the midst of pulling off. So they still going. They stop the car as we running behind. He gets out like, and he trying to open the door, but she done locked the door. So he like, hey. So he opened up his main door and he unlocked the door. He like, get out my car. Like, Joe, imagine somebody just randomly pop it in your car while you just at a red light and you're about to pull off and you're pulling off and you just see somebody. It's just like same time. That is creepy. That is scary. That's beyond horrifying. She hops in there. When she hops in there, it was the dive for me. Like, for me, it was the dive. She opened it and shut it. I was like, yo, she's a professional. She's going places. Right? So he like, get out. Who is this? Get out. I'm going to call the police. So he trying to drag her. She's holding on for dear life like if she belongs in the car. She's holding on for dear life like she belongs in this man's vehicle. So she pulling and pulling, holding on, and he pulling and pulling, and she like pulling from him. So we like, T, get out the car. She like, no. He tried to rape me. This girl is screaming that this man has tried to take her cookies. He's like, no, he like, I'm finna call the police. So we like, yo. So the dudes that had the pee, he like, yo, I'm finna go. So he turned around. He went back in the crib. When we look, he was already hawking all hawk with his book bag gone. Like, y'all ain't finna get me pumped off. Y'all talking about the feds. So T finally gets out. She walking. So he like crazy. Dude shuts his door. He gets in the car. He pulls off, right? He runs the whole red light. So T like, so don't nobody want to love me. Y'all just gonna let him do this.